Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I've last talked to you guys. I missed you guys so much and I miss making book content and I'm so excited to be back. But as you guys saw from the title of the video, we are going to basically try to see how much I can realistically read in 24 hours. Now, the main reason why I want to do this is because I'm actually 8 books behind my reading goal, and I think that I'm in a good safe space, or in like a really good point where it's easily obtainable to get ahead and like catch up. So I think that we are in a good space. I don't think that I can realistically read 8 books in this video, but it's definitely gonna give me like a head start to get to that point and catch up. So yeah, I actually already started just because I did have a late start to this day. I had a couple things to do in the morning, so I did start already, and you're gonna see past Carla at one point, and you know, she's not gonna be ready. She's gonna have a head towel and she's gonna have a different shirt on. But the book that we started was Problematic Summer Romance by Ali Hazelwood. I did start this in a different video that I did scrapped, so I did want to come back multiple times. It's just been pretty hard. There's been a couple videos that I tried filming and they did not happen, but this one I'm very committed to. So yeah, we already got a pretty good head start. We're on chapter 15, page 133. It's okay. It's literally just an okay book. I don't know why I had really high hopes, but basically they're actually going to Italy because her brother is getting married, and the guy that she's interested in, the main male character, he is her brother's best friend. So there's that trope, which I love me brother's best friend trope. That's one of my favorites. My favorite book by that trope is Done and Dusted, and yeah, I just like I eat it up all the time. So it's one of my favorite tropes. When I saw that that's what it was, I loved it so much. But one of the other tropes that's in here is age gap. Now, I don't really care for age gap. It's okay, but I do think that it can get really repetitive and just a little weird when they keep mentioning the age gap. And one of the things that he keeps talking about is how he knew her when she was literally 13 years old, and he keeps mentioning how she's not 13 anymore. And I don't know, it kind of gives me the ick a little, where he keeps mentioning her age and she keeps mentioning it too. Yeah, I don't know, it's okay. I just don't like how repetitive it is with that trope and how they love mentioning how much of an age gap there is. But yeah, we're actually going to jump back to the past and actually start the reading challenge and see how it goes. I have definitely tried to put off this book a couple of times. I've gotten bored a couple of times, but I really need to finish this book because actually in May I didn't read that much. I literally think I only read like 1 or 2 books. Like, that's all I read, and we're in the beginning of June, so I definitely need to catch up to my reading goal and read a little bit more, because it's definitely not been something that I like take priority in at the moment, but I definitely do want to do that right now, especially because it's the summertime. There's so many different books coming out this year. Let's go ahead and jump back to the past and start this reading challenge. Oh my god, you guys, I am so bored. I am literally so bored. I am bored. I am so close to finishing this. I already know what this is going to be, and it's mostly because Connor, the main male character, is so cringe, and he just loves mentioning and reminding us that they have such a huge age gap. I'm just so over it. I do not care. This was not the rom-com I wanted to read. So you basically know they had some sort of fling, something like there was something that happened in the past recently, which was the reason why in the beginning she didn't want to see him again, and then like it jumps back to the wedding day. But going back and forth just makes this book feel so long. I don't know why, but I just just do not like going back and forth, especially going to, you know, the past timeline and everything that happened. I just do not care. I'm at a point where I just don't care what happened between each other. We've been reading for 4 hours. I'm not going to stop the clock until I'm about to go to sleep. I'm gonna see how much I can read today and tomorrow. I just had so many hopes for this book, and I really do like some parts, and I do like her as a character. I just do not picture Connor as the main love interest. I don't know. I'm gonna finish this book, see where it goes, but I'm already eyeing the next book that I want to read, and I want to read it so bad, and I just want to finish this so bad as well. So alright, y'all, so it's actually the next day, and basically I like stopped it at 12 hours just because I'm not gonna stay up the whole time. I just couldn't. We're picking it up again today. I already started in the morning, so I've actually gotten a pretty good amount done. I think I'm about like 40% through with this book, and I'm so surprised that I really like this a lot. I don't know, it's like this writing style is definitely different and very refreshing for me to read. I've never read anything by her. She is the author of Lightlark, which is a YA fantasy. I'm really excited that she came out with this new romance book. This is the first time that she has ever released anything out of that genre, which I'm so glad and happy that she did. And I don't know, like there's just something about this writing style that I really like. Like it's not like every other rom-com that I read. Like I feel like this is like a mix between regular fiction and romance, and it's just like all together. Like it just doesn't feel like your typical like cringy dialogue and like all these different things. Like it just doesn't feel like that, even though she does put hints of modern pop culture things. Like she does put those references, but it just doesn't feel cringy. Like it just feels normal. I don't know how she did it, but she just wrote it so perfectly. Basically, our main female character, she is a really successful screenwriter, and our main male character, he is a very successful billionaire. And when they first met, it actually like started pretty rocky, and then in the beginning we like learned how they met, and they didn't see each other again for 2 years because she went back to California, and then she comes back to New York because she has to finish up the screenplay that it takes place in New York. During that time as well, they are fake dating. They're fake dating just for the summer. Like that's all it is, because they're going back to their original places. They don't really live in New York. So once the summer is done, they part ways. We know that's not gonna happen, you know? I am so sorry, that's literally my cat. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna go because she is acting crazy. But yeah, so far I really like it. I definitely do think that this is a 4 stars. It's kind of leaning towards maybe like a 4.5. I'm very stingy when it comes to giving out 5 stars. Like I don't do that very often. I literally only did that once this year, and we are already in June. I don't know if this is gonna be a 5 stars. I think that it's gonna need a little bit more for it to be, but I can definitely see it being a 4 and a 4.5, but I don't know, we'll see. But my husband is having a meeting outside, so I don't want you guys to hear it, and also the meeting hear me. But I did end up finishing Summer in the City, and it was very promising in the beginning. You guys saw that I really liked this book so much, and I really did. But the infamous chapter 30 bumped it down drastically, honestly, because I just could not believe what I was reading. It just felt so uncalled for. I just don't understand why it was happening. I don't know, like it just made me not like the main female character. And even throughout the book, I wasn't really liking her that much. Like I was really enjoying it because of Parker. Like he is the perfect book boyfriend. Like he did so many things for her. Like the acts of service were so good in this book. Like the way that he spoke to her and the way that he would literally go and grab the moon just for her did not make sense how she was acting. Like I don't know, I feel like she was very judgy and just would jump to conclusions and just judge everything very quickly without really giving it any thought. She would run away from her problems way too much. Just for that, I am gonna give it a 3.5 stars. I wish that I can give it that on Goodreads, but on Goodreads I am gonna give it a 3 because I did enjoy this book a lot. The beginning was so good, and it was a book that I could see myself rereading again every summer. But because I know what happens at the end and I know why I didn't like this book, I don't think I will ever see this book again. Like I don't know, like I just felt very let down by the end. So moving on, we are actually going to be reading The Perfect Divorce by Geneva Rose. She is the author of The Perfect Marriage, which was one of the first books that I read coming back into my reading journey back like 3 years ago, and I still love that book. Like I know that it's not well received and people don't really like it, but I don't care. I love that book. It will always hold a special place in my heart. I have 8 hours left, 8 hours and 15 minutes left. I know I can finish this book, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to read another book before this ends. So yeah, the clock is ticking. Let's go ahead and start with The Perfect Divorce. Alright y'all, so I'm actually editing this video right now, but it's actually taken me almost a week to close this video out and edit this video. Like it was supposed to come out on Sunday and it's literally Monday, but the reason why it took me so long is because of this little thing right here. Yeah, we have a new kitten. She is literally 2 weeks old. She needs a lot of care from me. That's where majority of my time is going, is to her, like to make sure that she's growing up and she's all healthy. She was an orphan. She was abandoned by her mom, so we took her in and she is thriving. She went to the vet today, so she's completely knocked out. I noticed that I didn't really talk about The Tenant, which was the second book that I read in this vlog. Basically for The Tenant, the main male character, he loses his job for a reason and he is very angry about it. It's very sudden. It just happens so quickly, and they do have a mortgage, him and his wife, I believe. I think that's his wife, and they can't afford it anymore because he does not have a job. They bring in a tenant and there are weird things happening when she moves in. Like things are happening to him and he's kind of like going crazy, and I really enjoyed it. I think I gave it a 3 stars, but it wasn't something, you know, big. It was just a really good quick read. But yeah, it's just one of those books that you read, you finish, and you just put back on your bookshelf and don't really think about it again. I do recommend it though. It was actually really fun. And then for The Perfect Divorce, I was actually very disappointed. I don't know what I was thinking reading it, or picking it up. I was like so excited, but I don't know why. Like thinking about it now, I don't know why I was excited for a sequel, because the first book ended perfectly. Like it really didn't need a sequel. I'm not gonna go into the second book too much because it does pick up after what happens in The Perfect Marriage. There's a murder case happening in the first one and it's closed. We solved it, and then in the second book it opens up again because there's new evidence. Like I said, it just was not needed. That was the last book that I read, and when I finished it, I only had 4 hours left. And personally, I can't finish a book in less than 4 hours, so I did just finish there. I wasn't gonna read another book because, as the title says, how many books can I read in 24 hours? And those were really the only books I could read, which was 4 of them. I do think that The Problematic Summer Romance and The Perfect Divorce really did slow me down. Their pacings weren't that great and I got bored very quickly with both of them. But yeah, that's just how it is with reading. Like you never know how long it's gonna take you to read a book. Some books are gonna take you longer than others, and that's completely fine. But that concludes today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great day, night, whatever time you guys are watching this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.